The ocean is vast, deep, and filled with mysteries. It hides both wonders and eerie secrets that make you wonder what truly lurks below. With most of it still unexplored, there have been many strange sightings of creatures and events, things that would seem unbelievable if not for the footage. Join us as we explore the 20 most shocking moments ever caught in the middle of the ocean. Number 20. Hook Island Sea Monsters. In 1964, the small island of Hook Island in the Great Barrier Reef, Australia, became the center of a mysterious phenomenon when several witnesses reported seeing what they described as sea monsters. These events were recorded when divers encountered massive dark shadows moving beneath the water, which sparked a flurry of speculation and intrigue. The most famous of these encounters involved a diver named Gordon W. Shreve, who was part of a research team studying marine life. According to Shreve, he and his team were exploring the reef when they saw enormous shadowy figures that appeared to be larger than any known marine creatures. The shadows seemed to move with deliberate intent, prompting fears of unknown monstrous sea life. Shreve captured photographs of these figures, which showed vague dark outlines that fueled further speculation. The sightings led to numerous theories, from the plausible to the fantastical. Some suggested that the shadows could have been large manta rays or schools of giant fish, while others speculated about the existence of previously undiscovered marine creatures or even cryptids. Despite the intriguing nature of these reports, no concrete evidence was found to definitively explain the shadows. In subsequent years, scientists have attempted to investigate and debunk the claims, often attributing the sightings to misidentified marine animals or optical illusions caused by the water's unique conditions. Number 19. Dolphins protect diver from shark. In 2003, an extraordinary event unfolded off the coast of the Atlantic when a diver, Hardy, found himself in a life-threatening situation while filming underwater. He encountered a large hammerhead shark that began to circle him aggressively. The shark, known for its predatory nature, approached him with increasing intensity, creating a dire situation. As the situation grew more dangerous, a remarkable intervention occurred. A pod of dolphins appeared. These dolphins, numbering around 10, instinctively sensed the danger and intervened in a way that would later be described as an incredible display of kindness and intelligence. The dolphins formed a protective circle around him, positioning themselves between him and the shark. The dolphins' behavior was both strategic and protective. They used their bodies to shield him, nudging him gently and pushing him away from the shark's path. Their presence created a barrier that discouraged the shark from approaching further. This act lasted for a few minutes, allowing him to safely return to the surface without harm. The incident was captured on video, providing compelling evidence of the dolphin's protective instincts. Number 18. Cage shark diving. Shark cage diving is a thrilling and adrenaline-pumping experience where people are submerged in the ocean inside a protective cage, surrounded by sharks. While filming a routine shark cage diving session, something truly remarkable happened. As the divers were lowered into the water, everything seemed calm at first. Then, out of nowhere, a massive great white shark appeared and slammed into the cage with incredible force. It thrashed and pushed against the steel bars, giving everyone on board a real scare. The divers inside held their breath as the giant predator came inches away, snapping its jaws and circling the cage. For a few tense moments, it looked like the shark might break through, but thanks to the cage's strong design, the divers remained safe. The shark eventually gave up and swam away, leaving everyone in awe of what they had just witnessed. It's not every day that you get so close to one of nature's fiercest creatures and live to tell the story. Number 17. Dramatic penguin escape from leopard seal. In a dramatic incident off the coast of Antarctica, a penguin found itself in the jaws of a leopard seal, one of the region's top predators. Known for their speed and agility, leopard seals are expert hunters, easily outmatching their penguin prey both underwater and on the ice. With their long, sleek bodies and powerful jaws, they can quickly close in on their target, and this particular seal had no trouble catching the penguin. The penguin's downfall lay in the fact that it was swimming in open water, an environment where the leopard seal excels. With its powerful flippers, the seal can dart at high speeds and ambush its prey. Penguins, though fast swimmers, are no match for the leopard seal in a direct chase. The seal had grabbed the penguin with precision, clamping its strong jaws around the bird's midsection. Believing its prey to be lifeless, the leopard seal attempted to adjust the penguin in its mouth for a more comfortable grip, a typical behavior before consuming its meal. It was during this brief moment that the penguin's survival instincts kicked in. Despite the odds, the penguin seized the opportunity and wriggled free from the seal's jaws. With one desperate burst of energy, it put itself away, narrowly escaping its predator's grasp. Number 16. Hoof at the bottom of the ocean. In a series of baffling discoveries, Scientists exploring the ocean floor stumbled upon what appeared to be hoof-like imprints scattered across the seabed. Given that horses obviously do not dwell in the depths of the ocean, these findings caused confusion and sparked wild speculation. Marine biologists were initially amazed by the mysterious marks, which bore a striking resemblance to horse hooves, leaving many to wonder how such a thing could exist in the deep sea. After careful investigation, it was revealed that the hoof prints were not hoof prints at all, but rather the peculiar mouth shapes of a little-known sea creature called Grania. This sea animal has a unique circular mouth that leaves imprints on the ocean floor, creating an uncanny resemblance to a horse's hoof. Grania is a small marine invertebrate that burrows into the sediment, leaving these mysterious marks behind as it feeds or moves along the ocean bottom. Scientists were both relieved and intrigued to discover the true source of the hoofprints, as it highlighted how much remains unknown about the deep-sea environment and its creatures. Now it's time for today's topic. In August 2025, a distress call reached the Italian Coast Guard from international waters south of Lampedusa, where a rubber refugee boat was taking on water. As responders arrived, crew cameras recorded a massive shark repeatedly ramming the overcrowded craft, drawn by vibrations and blood from minor injuries on board. With waves rising and passengers already in the sea, officers fired warning shots into the water to drive the animal away, a last resort measure permitted during life-threatening rescues. The shark broke off moments later, circling once before vanishing. All survivors were pulled aboard the patrol vessel and transferred to Lampedusa's harbor for treatment. Officials later confirmed no refugees were harmed by gunfire. The footage spread rapidly, reigniting debate over migration routes, rescue risks, and the rarely discussed danger of large predators in busy Mediterranean corridors. Number 15. Basket stars. During one of the first deep-sea expeditions of a group of scientists, a remote-operated vehicle captured footage of this delicate and intricate animal, basket stars. Its body is shaped like a brittle star, but its arms are much more elaborate, branching out into complex, twisting patterns that resemble a tangled basket, hence its name. As the ROV's lights illuminated the dark waters, the basket star gracefully unfurled its arms, which can stretch up to 3 feet in length. These arms are used to catch tiny prey like plankton by curling and trapping them within their web-like structure. The sight was mesmerizing as the basket star swayed and moved with the ocean current, creating an eerie yet beautiful spectacle. This creature is typically found in deep waters, so seeing it up close through deep-sea exploration is a rare treat. The discovery and filming of the basket star gave these scientists a glimpse into the hidden world of the deep ocean, where strange and fascinating creatures thrive. This encounter marked a significant moment in ocean exploration, showing just how little we know about what lurks beneath the surface. Each new discovery like this leaves us in awe, wondering what else might be waiting to be filmed in the ocean's depths. Number 14. Ghost ship. The Sam Ratchalangi PB-1600 is an example of a ghost ship that captivated maritime enthusiasts and researchers with its mysterious return. The vessel, a freighter, was reported missing in late 2012 after setting sail from Indonesia. It was presumed lost with no communication or distress signals received, and its disappearance was widely discussed in maritime circles. In an astonishing turn of events, the Sam Ratchalangi PB-1600 reappeared off the coast of Palau in October 2013. The ship was found drifting eerily and unmanned, with no crew aboard. Its reappearance sparked a wave of intrigue and speculation, as it was discovered in a seemingly abandoned state with its cargo still intact and no signs of damage or distress. The vessel's condition indicated that it had been adrift for some time, and its return raised questions about how it had managed to remain afloat and reach Palau without any crew or apparent navigation. Theories about the ship's fate ranged from mechanical failure and abandonment to more speculative ideas about piracy or supernatural phenomena. Despite thorough investigations by maritime authorities, no conclusive answers were found regarding the crew's whereabouts or the circumstances leading to the ship's abandonment. Number 13. Giant squid attacking a submarine. In 2015, a dramatic and rare incident involving a giant squid and a deep-sea research submarine captivated the scientific community and the public. The footage, captured by the crew of the Deep Discoverer, a remotely operated vehicle ROV, from the Oceanic Explorer, a NOAA research vessel, showed a giant squid attempting to wrap its massive tentacles around the submersible. The giant squid, a very big creature, had been rarely observed alive. This footage provided a rare glimpse into its behavior in size. The encounter took place at a depth of approximately 2,000 feet in the waters off the coast of Japan. The squid, estimated to be around 33 feet long, was initially seen approaching the submersible with its long, flexible tentacles extended. The footage revealed the squid wrapping its tentacles around the submersible, demonstrating its impressive strength and dexterity. Scientists were astonished by the sight, as it provided valuable insights into the squid's predatory behavior and physical capabilities. Fortunately, the squid eventually released the sub, allowing the research team to safely continue their mission. This encounter was significant not only for its rarity but also for its contribution to the understanding of giant squid behavior. Giant squids are known to be elusive and are rarely seen in their natural habitat, making this footage a crucial piece of scientific evidence. Number 12. Oil rigs. Oil rigs are some of the most massive and sturdy structures ever built, designed to withstand the brutal conditions of the open ocean. These rigs are constructed to extract oil from beneath the seabed, often located in areas known for unpredictable weather. However, despite their immense strength, even oil rigs are no match for the full fury of the ocean during intense storms. Scientists and engineers have documented shocking moments where oil rigs have had to battle against towering waves in the ocean, especially during hurricanes and other severe storms. In these moments, waves that can reach over 60 feet high slam into the structures, causing the rigs to sway and shudder under the pressure. The footage of these colossal rigs, usually seen as unmovable giants, being tossed around by the raw power of the sea is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. During these storms, scientists have captured rigs tilting at alarming angles, with parts of their decks submerged underwater as waves crash over them. While oil rigs are designed with deep-sea resilience in mind, they still face the incredible challenge of surviving these oceanic tempests. Hurricanes like Katrina have caused extensive damage to some rigs, snapping support legs and causing massive oil spills. Number 11. Purple sea urchin invasion. The first sighting of the purple sea urchin invasion was captured by marine biologists, who were shocked by the number of these spiny creatures blanketing the ocean floor. In some areas, it looked as though the sea floor had been carpeted in purple, with thousands of urchins devouring everything in their path. When divers first captured this eerie scene on video, it quickly drew attention to the alarming state of underwater ecosystems, particularly off the coast of California. The footage showed an ocean barren of life, where once thriving kelp forests had been reduced to wastelands, leaving scientists and conservationists stunned. The invasion began in 2014 and has since wreaked havoc on kelp forests along the Pacific coast. Historically, the population of purple sea urchins was kept in balance by predators like sea otters and starfish, but a series of ecological disruptions shifted the balance. The decline in sea otter populations due to hunting and environmental changes, and the outbreak of sea star wasting disease that decimated starfish populations, allowed purple urchins to proliferate unchecked. These sea urchins feed voraciously on kelp, a critical habitat for marine species. With no natural predators to keep their numbers in check, the urchins rapidly overran kelp forests, leaving behind vast stretches of urchin barrens. Number 10. Orca flings a seal 80 feet into the air. Around 2016, a breathtaking and terrifying moment unfolded off the coast of Victoria, British Columbia, when an orca was captured on video flinging a seal 80 feet into the air. This shocking event was a rare display of the killer whale's raw power and hunting prowess, leaving both scientists and onlookers in awe. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are apex predators known for their intelligence and sophisticated hunting techniques. In this particular case, the orca didn't just kill the seal, but catapulted it high into the sky using its powerful tail, a move known as tail slapping. This technique, though brutal, is a common hunting behavior in orcas, used to stun or disorient their prey. The footage of this incident went viral not only because of the incredible height the seal reached, but also because of how spectacular and terrifying it was to witness. By hurling their prey, orcas can weaken or kill it before consuming it, making the hunt more efficient. This incident remains one of the most talked about moments in wildlife history. Number 9. Floating ships. This image you're looking at is not photoshopped. It is an intriguing optical illusion that has puzzled observers where ships appear to be floating above the horizon. This captivating sight has been captured in photographs, particularly by sailors and scientists who spend extended time at sea. The phenomenon responsible for this illusion is called a superior mirage, and it is caused by a temperature inversion. Normally, the air closest to the sea is warmer while the air above it is cooler. However, in a temperature inversion, the reverse occurs. Cooler air is trapped near the surface and warmer air forms a layer above. This inversion bends light as it passes through the different air layers, causing the image of the ship to be projected higher than its actual position, creating the illusion that it is floating. This optical illusion is most commonly seen in colder regions such as the Arctic or northern Atlantic, where temperature inversions occur more frequently. Scientists studying the ocean and atmospheric conditions have documented and explained this phenomenon, but it never fails to amaze people when they first witness it. Number 8. Whale calf rescued from a net. In 2019, a heart-stopping rescue mission unfolded off the coast of California, when a group of divers undertook the daunting task of freeing a young whale calf entangled in a fishing net. The young calf, separated from its mother, was discovered caught in a dense fishing net, which had ensnared its flippers and restricted its movement. The calf's distress was palpable as it struggled to free itself, creating a tense and urgent situation. Meanwhile, its mother, a massive adult humpback whale, anxiously circled nearby, her deep mournful calls echoing through the water as she observed the struggle. The divers, part of a dedicated rescue team, worked swiftly and carefully to cut through the netting. Their task was fraught with challenges as they had to maneuver around the thrashing calf and the heavy netting while avoiding harm to both the whale and themselves. The presence of the mother whale added to the urgency, as her protective instincts made the situation even more perilous. After several tense minutes, the team successfully freed the calf from the net. The young whale, exhausted but unharmed, swam towards its mother, who welcomed it with what appeared to be a mixture of relief and affection. Number 7. Sea lions surfing against giant waves. In a footage captured off the coast of California, a group of sea lions expertly were seen riding giant waves as though they were professional surfers. This mesmerizing footage showcases sea lions effortlessly gliding atop massive swells, leaving viewers captivated by their agility and grace. Sea lions possess an incredibly streamlined body, which is perfectly suited for life in the water. Their sleek, torpedo-shaped form, combined with long, strong foreflippers, allows them to navigate waves with remarkable ease. These foreflippers, which are used for swimming and propulsion, give sea lions the power and control to steer through strong ocean currents and surf towering waves. But why do they do this? For sea lions, surfing often appears to be done for fun. Researchers believe that sea lions, like many other intelligent marine animals, engage in play as a form of social bonding and mental stimulation. Surfing the waves could provide an exhilarating challenge that sharpens their agility and reflexes. Additionally, it offers a form of entertainment that keeps them engaged and active, especially in areas where waves are frequent and large. Number 6. Square waves. When scientists first discovered the phenomenon of square waves, they were both thrilled and shocked by its unusual and visually captivating nature. Cross-sea waves, as they are formally known, were initially observed in certain ocean regions, leaving marine researchers baffled. Unlike the standard rhythmic flow of ocean waves, this rare phenomenon formed a crisscross, grid-like pattern where waves intersected at almost perfect right angles. This phenomenon typically happens when two distinct swells meet, such as during strong winds from a storm or distant weather systems. One wave pattern continues moving from its origin, while another set of waves formed elsewhere moves at a perpendicular angle. The intersecting wave systems create the iconic square pattern. While square waves are visually stunning and often attract photographers and curious travelers, they can be quite dangerous, especially for boats and swimmers. The intersecting waves create unpredictable, turbulent conditions below the surface, which can destabilize boats or create powerful rip currents that are hazardous for swimmers. For this reason, sailors are often advised to avoid areas where square waves form. Number 5. Mega tsunami strikes cruise ship. In a terrifying and rare encounter, a mega tsunami, or rogue wave, struck a luxury cruise ship, causing widespread panic among passengers and crew. Rogue waves, sometimes called freak waves, are massive walls of water that can appear suddenly in the ocean, often reaching heights of over 80 feet. These waves are unpredictable and incredibly powerful, capable of overwhelming even the largest vessels. In this particular incident, the cruise ship was sailing through seemingly calm waters when the giant wave appeared out of nowhere. Rogue waves are typically formed by complex interactions of wind, currents, and other oceanic factors, making them extremely difficult to predict. As the towering wave approached, the crew had little time to react, and the impact was catastrophic. The ship was violently rocked by the force of the wave, causing chaos on board as passengers were thrown about and water surged across the deck. The ship sustained significant damage, with windows shattered, equipment dislodged, and several sections flooded. Passengers reported feelings of helplessness as the ship lurched under the immense power of the wave. Although modern cruise ships are built to withstand extreme conditions, the size and force of rogue waves make them a serious threat. Fortunately, in this incident, the ship's structural integrity held, and the crew quickly worked to stabilize the situation. Number 4. Narwhals. Narwhals, often called the unicorns of the sea, are fascinating creatures known for their long spiral tusk, which is actually an elongated tooth. But while filming a pod of narwhals, a scientist made a surprising discovery. One of these sea animals didn't have a tusk at all. Narwhals are known for their long spiral tusks that can grow up to 10 feet, but this particular narwhal swam alongside its tusked companions, tuskless and mysterious. What's even more astonishing is that this scientist also spotted narwhals with not one, but two tusks. It's incredibly rare, but some males develop a second tusk, creating a bizarre and remarkable sight in the icy waters of the Arctic. This variety in tusks has fueled both fascination and further study into why some narwhals have tusks while others don't. Seeing a tuskless narwhal or a double-tusked one is incredibly rare, and when caught on camera, it leaves everyone watching in awe. Number 3. Man survives 3 days in an air bubble underwater. In May 2013, Harrison Ajegba, a Nigerian cook, defied the odds by surviving 3 days trapped in an air bubble 100 feet underwater after his tugboat, Jaskin 4, capsized off the coast of Nigeria. The boat, which had a crew of 12, sank quickly during rough seas, leaving Ajegba trapped in the vessel's washroom. The other crew members tragically perished, but Ajegba was miraculously spared, surviving in a small air pocket for 60 hours. Ajegba remained in the pitch-black, freezing water, surrounded by the wreckage and the bodies of his crew mates. The air pocket provided him with just enough oxygen to breathe, though his survival was still hanging by a thread. Without food or clean water, Ajegba faced extreme dehydration, and the cold water made hypothermia a constant threat. His miraculous rescue came when divers sent to recover the bodies were stunned to find him alive. As one diver approached the wreckage, Ajegba reached out his hand, shocking the team who quickly rushed to bring him to safety. Video footage of the rescue went viral, capturing the emotional and eerie moment. Ajegba's survival has been described as one of the most incredible feats of human endurance, with experts baffled at how he managed to survive in such dire conditions. Number 2. The oarfish. The sighting of an oarfish is often described as a strange event because of how rare it is for this deep-sea creature to surface. In this instance, a group of fishermen in Japan were stunned when they spotted a massive oarfish near the shore, breaking the usual pattern of its deep-sea habitat. The size of this oarfish, combined with its serpent-like appearance, brought both amazement and fear to the fishermen, as many locals recalled the folklore associating oarfish with natural disasters like earthquakes and tsunamis. What made this particular sighting even more extraordinary was that the oarfish seemed to linger near the surface for an extended period, allowing scientists and onlookers to witness and document its behavior. Normally living at depths of around 3,300 feet, it's incredibly unusual for an oarfish to be seen so close to land. Scientists believe that environmental changes, possibly related to oceanic conditions or seismic activity, may have brought the creature to the surface. This sighting reinforced the legends surrounding the oarfish, but also gave scientists a rare opportunity to study the species up close. Number 1. Whale crashes a boat. In a heartbreaking incident that unfolded off the coast of a remote fishing area, a group of unsuspecting passengers was enjoying a quiet day on the water and were filming the ocean when something once-in-a-lifetime happened. Without warning, a massive humpback whale exploded out of the ocean in a majestic breach, only to come crashing down directly onto another boat right in front of them. For a split second, the breach felt like a miracle, a towering wall of muscle and water suspended against the sky. Spray glittered in the sunlight, and the camera shook as stunned voices turned to gasps. Then gravity reclaimed the moment, and the whale's shadow swallowed the smaller vessel. The impact sounded like thunder cracking over steel, a hollow boom that carried across the water. Coolers, ropes, and loose gear skittered as the struck boat lurched violently to one side. Time seemed to stretch as the people aboard realized the impossible had just found them. Instinct overrode thought, and bodies moved before minds could catch up. Some grabbed railings, others stumbled, and one person froze, eyes locked on the falling mass. The sea erupted again, churning white as the whale's flukes vanished beneath the surface. In the chaos, the camera kept rolling, capturing shock, screams, and the raw scramble to survive. As the other boat creaked and threatened to capsize, its passengers had seconds to react. They instinctively leaped into the ocean, narrowly escaping being crushed by the enormous mammal. One of the passengers in the boat that filmed this incident later recounted the surreal scene. He said it was unlike anything he had ever seen, and that it was only by luck those people survived. The whale swam off after the collision, seemingly unaware of the destruction it left behind. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.